When it comes to scams, the Falmouth Police Department has seen or heard of nearly all of them. That is until last week when a veteran dispatcher prevented an elderly woman in town from being scammed, a scam that surprised even police. News Center Maine's Shannon Moss has more.
As a dispatcher, Lee Ruby gets more than a dozen calls a day from people, mostly elderly, who may have been the target of a scam.
My grandson just called me. He said that he's in jail. He's stranded, he needs money.
Ruby thought he'd heard every scam out there until last week.
Public safety.
When he took a call that surprised him and the department.
It's definitely a drastic step over what we normally see.
A call from a man who said he was concerned about his grandmother in Falmouth and wanted an officer to go to her house, check on her well-being, and let her know her grandson was trying to get in touch with her. In other words, the scammer was going to use that visit from the police to convince the woman that he was indeed her grandson. He even knew the real grandson's name and names of other relatives. But Ruby didn't buy it because he actually knew the woman this guy was trying to scam.
When I started asking him some more questions, the whole story just didn't make sense.
It is bold. Yeah, no, absolutely is.
Falmouth Lieutenant Jeff Pardue says these scams are only increasing in sophistication.
I have not personally been part of or witnessed a scam that has looked to inject law enforcement as a corroborating party. And that's certainly what was being attempted here.
Pardue is praising Ruby's actions.
I tip my cap to the dispatcher who fielded that call to be on the spot with those types of questions.
Ruby says this case proves that dispatchers have to be alert and pay close attention to every call.
No matter what, you always have to pay attention, and a lot of it isn't just what you're getting, it's making sure that everything makes sense. Does it actually add up?
Whether you're in law enforcement or not.
It's incumbent upon us and the public to remain vigilant in protecting that information and looking at these types of incidents with a curious eye.
And that's the best way to beat these scammers at their own game. In Falmouth, Shannon Moss, News Center, Maine.